The real estate boom in Surrey and the lower mainland has already begun. For months, BC's real estate market, particularly in Surrey, BC, has been a complete waiting game. Prices dipped, interest rates spiked, and many potential buyers and sellers decided to wait it out, unsure of what's coming next. Then came October, the first time in 5 months we did not see sales continue to slump and the market continue to get more difficult. Sales surged in the month of October in the Fraser Valley, up 35% from September and 37% year over year. Buyers who'd been hesitant are suddenly moving forward. This shift has buyers wondering, has the market finally bottomed out? And is this my absolute best time to strike before the market starts to run away on me? But hold on a sec, there is some more that we need to consider here. While sales prices are up, prices haven't followed the same trajectory. Benchmark prices for single family homes and townhomes actually dipped slightly in October. With this mixed data, the question really remains, is now the perfect time to buy a home, or could there be more fluctuations ahead? This is a great time to let you know who I am. My name is Darren, a real estate professional in Surrey, BC, and if you'd like to chat about your next home purchase or sale, you can connect with me and my team using the link provided below. With that out of the way, there's also some pretty powerful forces at play that are coming to effect as of December the 15th, 2024. And this just might help buyers who may have been on the fence previously get off the fence. These changes include alterations to the amortization period for first-time home buyers, where they can now get a 30-year lifespan of their mortgage rather than a 25-year amortization. This means homes either just became more affordable or they can actually spend more money to get a bigger or more expensive home. Now, there's also changes coming to the minimum down payment requirements. As of December 15th as well, homes that used to be above $1 million required 20% down. Like, that's $200,000 on $1 million. But starting December 15th, homes between 1 million and 1.5 million will just require the typical 10% addition to that down payment, and the 20% requirement won't kick in to 1.5, making homes much more affordable in terms of down payment for the average home buyer. Of course, this all comes on the heels of multiple rate cuts by the Bank of Canada, making home buying generally much less expensive as those rates continue to come down and encouraging more home buyers to get involved in the market. All of these changes are complete game changers. They allow more people to enter the market with lower monthly payments and potentially increasing competition as early as next year. And the market's reacting fairly interesting to this as well. Right now, the Fraser Valley is in a balanced market with about a 15% sales to active ratio, meaning there's no real advantage to either party. If these policy changes bring in more buyers, the current balance could tip, making it harder for buyers down the line. Now, you're a smart person and you know more buyers entering the market could likely push prices to go up. And if you're a first-time buyer, waiting too long might simply mean more competition in 2025 for that perfect home that you've been keeping your eye on. If you are a first-time buyer, this is a great time to mention a guide we have available for you on the 6 things that first-time home buyers screw up and how to avoid doing so. You can get access to that in the description below as well. So despite October's sales surge, well, price trends, they are still a little bit unpredictable. Single-family home prices dipped slightly while condos were nearly flat. The long-term effect of these new policies on prices still remains to be seen. But the good news is lower interest rates and opening the market to make it easier for more people to buy homes, well, that's a good thing. In addition to that, lower rates can improve affordability in the short term, which is a potential advantage for home buyers that are able to act before the rates or the demands shift again. So if you're someone who seriously consider buying a home, now might be the perfect time to strike while the iron's hot. This just might allow you to get ahead of the potential competition and headwinds coming for people just like you in 2025. And look, this video is not meant to convince you to do something that you're not ready to do. It's not meant to convince you that this is the absolute perfect time to buy. That is not the intent of this at all, but it is to get you thinking about the dynamic of the environment in which you are able to buy a home right now and where that dynamic might go. So many people, when we go through market fluctuations, try and time the market to find the absolute bottom. And one of the biggest challenges with doing that is you never know where that bottom is until it's absolutely too late. With the monstrous surge in sales in last October, the question that you could leave in the comment section section below and let me know your thoughts on is whether we've already seen that bottom and we're on the upswing in terms of not only activity, but potential price increases. Oh, hey, look, the lamp just came on. It's getting dark outside. And of course, if you're buying a home, you're going to want to understand the market conditions for the specific type of home in the specific area that you're looking at buying it. You're going to want to consider what's happening with inventory in those areas and also your own personal financial implications. The guide that I mentioned earlier in the video, well, that's a great start to help you figure out some of these things to get you started. So for those on the fence, the decision to act or wait is a little bit complex, and entering the market now could give you an edge, but waiting carries its own risks if demand outpaces supply next year. Think of it somewhat as getting in line early for a concert. Those who get their tickets before the rush enjoy the best options, while those who wait risk paying higher prices or facing limited availability. If you decide to act now, you could benefit from today's lower rates, and they may continue to go down. That's something that you need to consider. But the question is whether prices are going to continue to stay soft or are they going to start going up? And that might potentially outweigh some of the savings that you might experience if you wait for mortgage prices, or mortgage rates rather, to go down further. You might consider setting yourself up for greater security before potential competition drives the demand of homes up. And industry experts are suggesting the Fraser Valley could see a significant uptick in demand next year as these policies and lower rates take effect. Moving early may mean avoiding increased competition and higher prices, as we've been discussing. So it's clear that obviously we can't predict the future. In fact, that's the number one call I get from people all the time. What's going to happen tomorrow? And of course, we don't know. But what we do know is exactly what's happening today. Recent trends and policy changes indicate a potentially advantageous market for buyers who act now. And the decision ultimately depends on not only your level of readiness, but also your goals. And the good news is this channel, whether you're looking for anything to do with Surrey real estate, White Rock real estate, or anything just generally going on in BC real estate, well, I hope you'll consider subscribing, because I'm here to give you the facts and give you the information so you can make an educated decision exactly for yourself. So feel free to connect with us if you're looking to have more tailored advice for your particular situation. However, if you are a first-time buyer and you're interested in what it takes to buy a home and what the process may look like, well, the video coming up next is all about that and some of the pitfalls that you're going to want to make sure you absolutely avoid when you are getting your first home anywhere in British Columbia. That's coming up next, and I'll see you over on the next video.